Hello, and welcome to Candy's Crafts Corner. Today is March 23rd, Sunday, and I come after taking a week break from my life because I went to on stage, as you know, if you follow me, because I posted things and I couldn't come live as I planned to during my stay there. Sunday. But because I couldn't find a stable connection, like there were so many people, it would it would have been messy. But anyway, I had a good time. I saw new product. I saw the new catalog, and I hope that I can give you a little summary. I'm trying to center things. All right, there we go. I think we're doing better now. All right, so let's get started. I'll start with the plan for tonight, and then at the end, if I can. Hi, Susan. How are you? Thank you for joining. At the end of the live, if we have time, I'll show you a couple of new things from on stage and new products coming up. But if not, we'll do it next week. There's always next time, right? All right. So today I want to show you some alternatives with the Daisy Dreams paper pumpkin that it's so adorable. These are the cards directly from the design that from the box. That is the three designs. Very, very pretty, as you can see. But of course, they all have bags that are interesting that you can use for other things and other elements. So let me show you what I came up with. I mean, and I still have more materials to work with. This is a very inspiring set to me. So let's start with this one. This is a simple card where I used the Spotlight in Nature thing and one of the stamps that come in the set. Let me show you. It was also a double stamp set this time. So look at this. You have so many, right? You have a lot of sentiments, you have a lot of elements, decorative elements, and everything. So, anyway, so yeah, full of possibilities, as I said. So, besides that, I made this fan fold. Hi, Deborah. How are you? Good evening. Made this fan fold, and I use the Beehive embossing folder. I know it's retired. You can use other embossing folders here, but this one just works so well with this, right? So, I like that. Then this is one of my favorite, I think, even not my favorite. Look at the bees like hovering over the daisies there, like a little shaker car. And then we have this one. This one uses the tadpole paper that we have. Oh, I realized that I just saw that now that with the flash, there was a lot of reflection on my shaker card. But anyway, hope you saw it. Then this one features just a single daisy, very elegant, I think. And this is the tadpole paper that we got on Celebration, the back of one of them. And then I have this other fan fold. I love this one. It's very rustic looking, but I think it's so fitting with daisies because daisies to me are like rustic flowers. I like them. And that's the interior. Oh, Deborah, I'm so happy you like them. The chocolates were just an add-on because, but the important part were the pins. Because Deborah was the winner of the last raffle that we had live, and I promised something from Onstage. She got the Onstage pins for this year. So anyway, so let's start with this, okay? We'll start with my very first one that was this one. This one. A nice, nope, sorry, making room here. Simple card, not a fanful, but it uses the Nest of Winter paper, but the back of it, because I thought it was so pretty with that. And this is Pool Party car base. And why is this not? Oh, I think I'm missing my Blue Lagoon base. Okay. Thankfully, I think I have it right here. Lost Lagoon. Sorry, Blue Lagoon. All right. So here we go. We'll cut the car base live. That's not a problem. Just thinking if I have one that's already pre-cut, but no, I don't. All right. That's an easy thing to do, right? So that will be have a sheet of cardstock. So we're gonna cut it at 5.5 on the 11th side. And then we're gonna score it at 4.25. We're using the scoring side of our trimmer. And then that's something I usually just fold it like this and pass my bone folder, but I learned that if you just put it against this edge and cut it like that, and then you do the bone folder while still here pressing against this edge, you would always get the perfect fold. You see? That's a nice trick. Because if you're a perfectionist like me, you like the perfect fold. And I would, like modify my folds so that they're laid perfectly, that not one hangs over the other. Oh, and I have to cut this at 4 and an eighth by 5 and 3. So this will be 4 and an eighth. And this is the base of one of the cards, of the other, one of the card base that come in that set. I just cut it in half to have our mat. And this is 5 and 3/8. So we're gonna trim it just a bit. I'm gonna try to go fast because we have 5 cards to do tonight. So I don't wanna be here till 11. But if we have to, right? But we don't have to. You can, if you get tired, you can always finish watching another moment. I understand. Not everybody's a night owl like me. All right. So we're just gonna mount this. By the way, this is 4 by 5.25. So it fits perfectly in our mat. Oops, so perfectly if I can wiggle it, which, oh, I didn't put enough. Sometimes when you don't put enough. Okay, let me try to do it again. When you don't put enough glue, it doesn't slit so easily. And I didn't put that much glue because you don't need to. But I'm just want to try to center it because we only want a 16th of an inch hanging around. Wow. Okay, this is not perfect. Okay, I don't like this. I'm gonna put more glue. I want it the sliding action. So much for going fast, eh? All right. All right, so let's put a little bit more. So it's not that tacky yet. And let's try this again. Third time's the charm, people. All right. All right. Yeah, and I want it still a little bit further down. And it slits a little bit. That's fine. All right. I have a little bit of glue that I'm just going to rub off here like so. Or I can get my glue eraser and just get rid of it. There you go. Glue eraser is one of the must-have in your toolbox, I think. I totally agree with you, Deborah. I'm a night owl myself. Night is young. That's what I like. I don't mind daylight savings because to me, night is fun. So All right. So after this is done, we are gonna, we can put this directly here, but or we can mount this first. So this is the piece that comes once you prepare that car base for this car that came in the design. This pops out. So we're gonna use that, and we're gonna use it with, let me see if I can find a big block. Okay, I have it being used for something else, but I'm gonna use the very big block then. This is way too big, but anyway, we're gonna see if maybe that one will work. Let's see. Maybe block D works. Yeah, I think it will. I think this is way too big. This is for a only for a all over stamp. I rarely use it, but it's good to have. Speaking of what to have on your toolbox, right? Right, so we're gonna mount this. See how it's better? Oh, it's perfect. It fits people. All right. And then we need our yellow, which is crushed curry. Just gonna close it because it's really hot in my apartment. It would dry very quickly. And we're gonna get my foam mat, which is, I need to replace it. The the paper. But anyway, you see how you see here a little bit of the edge of the car base where it comes from. We're gonna try to cover that, but it doesn't matter if you don't, because there's still the label going in, so we can, we can make it work. But why not use one of these circles, right? All right, so that's done, and now we have our spotlight on nature, and we're just gonna glue it on top of it. It's an easy card, this one, but still pretty, I think. We put it right there. I use this one because I like the little elements like this, a little floral. They go well. And by the way, it's done in Los Lagoon as well. And since we're at it, we should actually, I cut this piece. This is from, oh, where is this from? Let me see if I have it right here. I want to see, it's like Everyday Greetings, I think. So I cut this piece to be just that size in between this indentation here. That's how I want it to lay out over, right? So I use the other honeycomb that comes in here. This is filled. This one is not. This one gives you only the outline of the honeycomb. So let me find a block for this. This work. I'm running out of blocks because I have them mounted here for other things. But I'm sure I can find another one. Okay. Or we can reuse one. Okay, let's get this out of here. And put this one here. Sorry, excuse my arm. Hi, Teresa, how are you? So I'm just gonna do for a background, like so, just to give a little bit more interest to the label. And then we are gonna use the happy birthday that comes in the set in Lost Lagoon. Make sure that it's really inked because I wanted to make sure that it's seen. Center it. And that's it. Happy birthday. All right. If you think this is too strong, you can always stamp off the background so it will pop out more. We can actually try to do it. Why don't we try to do it? Just because I said that we were gonna go fast, and then I can entertain myself a little bit more. Just, and then we can choose the side that we like better. So stamp off, and now full strength for the message in Lost Lagoon. Just inking it very well. So this is side B. This is side A. I think side B is better and more readable, so I'm gonna use side B. All right. So where's my label? Right here. We're gonna, because this is kind of like a reverse of the label, I'm just gonna flatten the edges a little bit from the trimmer. There we go. Now nobody knows if this is the side B or side A. And then I'm gonna put it this way because I'm gonna put the bow on this side. So a little bit of glue. You know, as you know, liquid glue is my favorite one, but it's always fun to talk to all the demonstrators. And some people are like really against liquid glue. I'm like, how can you be against liquid glue? But anyway, that's what there's so many of us, because we have different styles, right? And different ways. So I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna trim the tails. And what we're gonna do is that we're gonna mount it on dimensionals. First, put the dimensional one here. Just two is enough, I think. And then, okay, let's start assembling the car. All right. And then we have our circle with the honeycomb. And then we'll go for the flowers, of course. I'm going to put this side here, as I did in my original card, because that's going to be covered by, I mean, not that you cannot see it, it still looks nice. And some of them are a little shiny because that's the design of the original card, had shiny areas, and I shouldn't have put the dimensional there. Or yes, it's fine, I think, because this is not popped up on dimensionals. So there's a little bit of variation because this has the layer of the circles, but I'm gonna do it with the dimensionals on both sides. This one I glue directly on this side, and I put dimensional only on the side and the outside part. So that's gonna be like that. And then see, we have a little bit of glue, but I'm gonna put a little bit more because I don't trust this. I'm gonna put oops, sorry. Oh my god, what happened there? All right. I don't think my camera is very stable today. I don't know why. So then we push down and it stays in the hole. Nobody sees the glue. And we trim the sides. Yeah, the B side, right, Deborah? Yeah, I agree. I'm sorry I wasn't looking at your comments because I was involved in the making. All right. So now we have the basics, right? Now we have to decorate with the daisies. And I have the daisies here. I hope I have enough daisies for everything. Now I'm thinking it's like, ooh, maybe I don't. But this is the big one that I'm gonna need for the other car. And then I just want one of these. And another one of these. And I thought there was a little one, but there is not another of the little ones, I don't think. I may have used them all. Oh. We can put a big one. I think I have. The other thing that you can do is cut one of these. We can do is cut one of these. I still have some leftover of that. Or cut one from the envelopes. But now I don't think we're going to do that. So, you know what? I'm going to use a big one. That's it. I think I have enough for the other one. Oh, this one is folded right there. All right. So what I did to give them a little bit more dimension, I just kind of push with my bone folder on the outside of the center of the flower and then just fold the petals up and then curl them. Some sticking up, some sticking down. So I really wanted a little flower like that, but we'll make it work. I think I've used them all because I made the original cards and then I made these other cards with these. Came really wrinkly. All right. So that's good enough. And we can put this one here. And same with the other one. Well, I didn't actually fold them down, up, sorry. Thank you for the likes and the hearts and all the reactions. Maybe a daisy still lurking in my box. Okay, Teresa says, you are totally right. Look at that. Good eye, Teresa. Yay, I'll use this one. Okay. Thank you for telling me. Oh my God, it's a little bigger than the other one, but still we can make it work. And I'm gonna actually do the same. Thank you, Teresa. Good eye. Okay, I did a mess with this one because I didn't do this, which always helps when you're folding. All right. Anyway, perfect. So we have the 3. We're going to save this one. So now we still have 2 left. I hope that I saved enough for the other cards. If not, we'll, improvise. And prop it with dimensionals. I'm still using the dimensionals from the last paper pumpkin. They gave us so many. I love them. So I'm going to put this one on the side here and this one here. Making sure that they're not seen. That's the important part. And one more for our big one here. And then, of course, we need the bee. And they gave us many bees too. And the bees, I'm gonna actually grab the wings and prop them up. And for the bees, I'm gonna use the smaller dimensionals. I think I still have the medium dimensionals that came in another paper pumpkin. Yeah, there they are. Because they're the perfect size for our bee. There we go. And I want a lot of wing costella in the wings because they kind of shiny, don't you think? Usually, and then since I'm at it, I'm gonna put wing constella in the heart of our flower. I put a little bit extra over there. Nobody ever complained about too much glitter anyway, right? And there. And then I thought, well, you need some greenery, and we don't have greenery in this. So I went through my dies and I picked a leaf that resembles more or less daisy leaf, like the ones that come here. I didn't want to cut these. I could have, but I may want to use the whole piece for this one, so I didn't want to destroy them. So I found these from the dandelion set, and I cut them with watercolor paper. I can't remember which set it's. I think it is like on the horizon paper. But we have a lot of them that have watercolor effect. And this one, the die has like a little bit of embossing in it as well. I don't know if you can see it. So I'm folding it a little bit. I was going to put a glue dot, but I think this will work well. All right, so this is going to go like this, a little bit farther in, so it doesn't interfere much when I put it outside inside the envelope. And then I have a half piece here for this one that I can put right there. I curled it a little bit just with my fingers. And this one, just gonna put right there. Right there. Gonna fold it as well a little bit. Curl a little. I'm gonna put only on the bottom so it sticks up a little bit. Oh, you're excited about the new catalog. Yeah, I cannot show it yet. I'll show you the cover. I have it right here when I'm done with this card, which I think I am not. We need the dots, and I use the, if I can find them again, gold. Where are they? These here. I think these are perfect for the color. They call them gold. To me, they're very yellow, and they're perfect because if this has so much yellow, it's gold textured adhesive back dots. So let me grab a medium one for here and a little one for here, maybe a big one for up there. All right, so that's my first card. Well, not quite. We haven't put the inside, but I'm gonna do that very quickly. How many times have I said very quickly? We should have a drinking game about it. And it's a lie. I'm not going that quickly as I want. But anyway, it's not a lie for intention, but it's a lie for the reality of. But I'm not gonna. You made a list, Deborah? Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, because we have as demonstrator can see the catalog, the digital version of the catalog, right? And I'm sure Teresa has seen it, right, Teresa? Anyway, so for the inside, I'm just gonna use this. I like this. I don't know what I use for this one. Oh, I use the bee, the black bee. That's cute too. But now I'm gonna go faster. I'm gonna do this. I'm not even gonna get my mat out. And this you can actually layer to make it bigger if you want. Like so. All right. So just to have something inside, right? And if we want to put the bee, we can put the bee there, but I'm not gonna bother right now. Oh, drinking. Yeah, we should have a drinking game, but I don't know how the cards will come at the end of the life. That would be fun. All right. So this inside is 4 by 5 1/4, regular, and that's it. And of course, it's glued in here. Something from my fingers, I'm sure. See? The magic of the glue eraser. I love it. All right, moving on. Well, before we move on, let me show Teresa the cover of the catalog, which I'm sure that you've seen online already, but just to create some excitement. It's beautiful. I cannot show the inside, but I can show, and I put that on my page, but in case you haven't seen it, these are the new in colors. 5 beautiful colors coming with the new catalog. And the colors are, I love this one, Cloud Cover. It's kind of like a grayish light blue, very, very nice. I love this one, Secret Sea. It goes so well with this one, with the cloud cover. Then this one is Darling Duckling. It's like a more cool yellow. If you compare it with this yellow that we were just using or that we're gonna use, this is the Crush Curry. Look at this, is much lighter and cooler. This is warmer. It has more red in it, and this has more green in it. And then this is a fan favorite that's coming back, Strawberry Slush. That was before my times. And then this Timid Tiger. It's a very nice pink. Orange. Pink. This is the pink. This is the orange. And the reason why I don't have the ink version here is because they had some issues with the ink and it was changing colors. So they are actually redoing them. And they're not ready for pre-order, but they will be ready for the catalog release. So the clients could, if you're not a demonstrator, you'll be able to order them in May. Okay. So very nice colors, don't you think? I'm excited about them. All right. So let's go to card number 2. So I'm gonna do as fast as I can because I grabbed this one, so we're gonna do this one. And here we go. This one is this one. And I just realized, oh yes, I do. Thankfully. So I wanted something shiny and like a gold to give around. And I'm using Mossy Meadow, one of the colors. And then my mat was gonna be gold. This is the subtle glimmer paper. It's discontinued. If you have it, you can use it. But if you don't have it, you can use any other gold or any other metallic that you want. Okay. Let's put this upside down. And we haven't started drinking. But my car was upside down already. Yeah, no, I hope so too, Teresa. I put my order. It's supposed to come because if you go to the convention, you get to have like a purchase premiere, but not everything was available. And I ordered the colors, but you couldn't order the bundle because that wasn't there. Anyway, For this one, I used the Starburst embossing folder, and I cut the 3 3/4 by 5 in diagonal in half, and I used the tapo paper from um, Celebration, and I did exactly the same. So you can put one on top of the other. You can put the green down, and like I'm gonna do it the other way around now, just for variation's sake. So I'm gonna put this one first. I love that color, the cloud cover. I love it. I can see it myself using it a lot. It's very subtle, very, I don't know. I think it would combine very well with many other color because it's kind of neutral. Then we'll be heartbroken when it goes away. But that's 2 years from now. So why be sad now, right? We use it as when we have it. So which one of the colors that are going away are you more sad to see go? So just to recap, with the new catalog, there will be colors retiring, the ink colors from 2022, 2020, no, 2023, 2025. And those are Boho Blue, Moody Mauve. Is it copper clay or is it, I think it's copper clay. Pebble Path, which I really like too. And Wild Wheat. I know what Abby's favorite is. I don't know if Abby's here. I haven't seen her. But Abby's favorite is Wild Wheat. And I was like, yeah, that color, mustardy color, is not my thing. I don't like yellows in general. But I end up using it so much because it's kind of like gold when you put it. It's like a gold ink. Depends on how you combine it. So I'm sad to see that go too. And copper clay was good, but I think it's very close to pecan pie. So, it's a brown. I'm using for this one a piece of this card. So that you see this, the original card had this circle. So I'm using this circle as the base here. And I'm using again the Spotlight in Nature, but just one that's just slightly bigger than my circle because I don't want like a too big a circle in the middle of my card here again. So that's how I did it. And I realized I had put it in the dimensionals and I didn't here and I glued it, but I'm gonna put this in dimensionals instead. But anyway, variation. Boho Blue for Teresa. Yeah, that's my favorite too. Like Boho Blue and Moody Mauve. I like Moody Mauve a lot as well. So. But we have other colors coming. Hi, Joanne. Boho Blue. It is a little pinkish copper clay. You're right. But, it was good for, when you do want to do like, I use it for actually pots, like plant pots that like, like I can't remember what's the set is called now that had like a clay pot for your plant. I'm doing the same I did for the other daisies in the other card, right? Just to give this a little bit more dimension. And Joanne's favorite is also Boho Blue. Yeah, that was many people's favorite. I suspect that they'll bring that at some point back. We even had the mini, one of the mini and special edition in Boho Blue. So, oh well. So I'm going to put this little daisy here in the middle of things. And then I'm going to grab, okay, I think my sentiment strips are here. This is very simple. When you need a simple birthday card, or I'm using birthday cards because I always use, I mean, that's the ones I use the most. But you can put any other sentiments. This set came with other sentiments as well. And I need to clean my stamp, and I cannot find my. Okay, where is it? It's here because I just put it. No, there we go. Because we don't want it in boho blue. We want it, and boho blue in Lost Lagoon. We want it in mossy meadow. Sorry, I keep kicking the camera, but I'm so close to the table. I don't have much room. There we go. I like this font. It looks very casual, but it stamps very well. I think it's very useful, I think. And it's equally, for men or women, and like it's a nice card. Nice, sorry, font, sentiment. And where did I put here? My gold thread. And if not, we'll use just any other thread. I organized the table the other day, and things that used to be right here, now they're probably in the right spot, which is outside of my hand. Oh, well, so it doesn't seem to be around. Where is my gold? All right, so we'll use another one, okay? We'll use, but I really wanted gold. I have silver here, but it's not the same. Oh, well. Maybe it's in the box. What? Give me a second, please. Because I thought I had everything so organized. Oh, well, no, I can find it. All right, so we'll do it. But no, we cannot do it in silver because we have the gold here. No, I'm obsessed with this. No, I'm going to open a new one. All right. I'm finding all the threads in the world except my gold threads. I have all the linen threads, all the color threads. More of the linen thread. I have so many of them. I have to get up. What was the unexpected discovery? The copper plate? Oh, wait. I'm sorry, I'm looking through my box here for my other. Here, finally. Here, finally. All right. And it's not ideal, this one, because I like the other one that's thinner. But this is like the elegant trim that we used to have. I don't know, we still have it or it's discontinued. Simple, elegant trim. Simply elegant trim. I'm sure it has to be around here, but anyway. For now, we're going to use this one. All right, because I wanted gold. And the other one is more, you see, the other one is just the right kind of gold. This is like very goldy. But anyway, better this than nothing. And it's always a trial to find where they start, right? Is this it? No. Is this it? No. Is there a trick to this? Oh, there we go. I found it. So what I did, just twist it around a little bit. 2 or 3, actually 3, I think I did. we tied it really well. Now that I have it more or less cut where I want it, I'm gonna use, okay, see, this is why I don't like this one, because how do you call it? Unspoon and little and spool, whatever. You know what I mean. So I'm just gonna put that in there to try to keep them in place. And go twist it 1, 2, 3. And now we just do a simple knot and trim the edges. Okay, and now it's pulled all over, like, oh my God. All right, let me try again. It's just, I don't like to play with this one. Okay, hold it really tight and see if I can just knot it. There we go. My idea was that the dot would hold my knot, but it's not, because this one is thicker than the other one. But here we go. Just a little knot. And the idea was that it would fray a little bit. This one doesn't fray as much as the other one. And you can use a piercing tool from take your pick tool, or if you have this piercing tool like I do, you can use that too. It doesn't work as well as the other one, but still, you get the idea. All right. And now we're going to put this in dimensionals. Put it like I want to cover that glue dot is sticking out. That's why. Just moving okay. I'll do one is already at here. I think it's gonna be better. All right. And we're gonna move these threads to cover right there. All right. And just to finish it off, we're gonna put some pearls, simple pearls, if I can find them. There we go. You can use whichever. If you prefer other ones, you can use other ones. These are the iridescent pearl basic jewels, and they're very iridescent, some more than others. Some are more pinkish, some are more white. So I'm just gonna put one there, one here, one here, and one over here. All right, and a little wink of Stella for the center of our daisy there. If you're thinking that this wink of Stella, I don't know how it comes out in the camera, it's very wet. It is, because I put some alcohol in the reservoir to grab the leftover. When you think it's done, it's not done. There's always more glitter. So put a little bit of rubbing alcohol in it and shake it, and you will get it juicy again. All right, and inside I didn't do the inside for this one, but you can decorate it with one of the daisies that come in the stamp set. And that's it. Maybe this little corner daisy, or maybe the bee, if you want. All right, moving on, because we have a lot to cover still. Let's see which one we're gonna make. Let's do the shaker card. All right, so the shaker card. We have to fold the card base. It's half a sheet, 4 1/4. And as I told you, I'm gonna do the trick that I found. I think it's a very good trick. Especially works well when you don't have the camera in your face. There we go. And we're gonna have our elements here already prepared. All right. So the first thing that we need, let me have my sample one so I don't mess it up. Is this card, it's half of one of the bases of the other card, and I want it just on top. I'm not gonna trim it. It's gonna be, that's the size. It's gonna be right on top of the card base that we just got prepared. All right. All right. I really need more room here. I wish I had a big design table. Anyway, let's not complain too much. So this is gonna be right aligned of the card base, so we make sure that it's straight and that you don't see anything coming out. All right, because when we put this, the idea is that you see the shaking elements are, like the bee especially, are hovering over the daisies, right? So you want to see the daisies, and you want to have enough of the daisies showing in your circle. So let's prepare this now. I'm gonna do tear tape. I think there was tear tape in this set, in the kit. Oof. We don't, it's twisted. We don't want to see it through the window. It doesn't matter that the tear tape is like this, like wrinkled a little bit, because once I take it off, it's so thin that you're not gonna see it, feel it. We're gonna put just around or circle, and this is gonna be tricky. I think I cut half of it because you don't want to see it over. And of course, I put the scissors away now. It's very sticky, so it's hard to cut, but you can manage. You can do it on both sides to make it easy. Okay, then you tear it. And then we're gonna put this thin slice here. Make sure that it's not seen through the window. And this one that I just broke, I can reuse it, or I can just, you know what, because here I can use a regular piece. That's gonna be better. Thank you, Teresa. I'm glad you like it. I mean, this set inspired me so much, much more than I thought it would. I'm like, oh, daisies, that's okay. But no, when you get all the elements and everything, it's so cute. And, you know, and I haven't worked with the envelopes at all. And the envelopes are beautiful, and you can use them to decorate your card bases too, you know. So it's just, you can make a lot of cards. And if you run out of daisies, like I'm about to, there's a daisy stamp. You can stamp and cut it out. You can use the daisies on your envelopes, anything. All right, so then I cut a piece of 3 by 3, I believe it is, or maybe 3¼ by 3¼ it's 3¼ by 3¼ to cover of a window sheet, to cover the window right there, right, for our shaker element. And now we're gonna put what came in the set, if I can find them in my box, is the foam strips, which are always very useful to make shaker cards. Now, where did I put them? I don't know. But oh, here they are. Oh no, these are the regular dimensionals. You know, this week I was ready days ago. You know, like, and I was very proud of myself. It's like, oh my God, I finished so many days in advance of my life. And then, of course, you know, I keep creating things, I'm making things move around, and all my preparation goes to waste. Okay. Well, anyway, we'll improvise. I'm telling you that the strips were the best for this, the best. But where they are, I don't remember. So, look what I just found, people. Oh, the thread. Oh well, as I said, improvisation number one. So we'll use this strip here. Needs to be thinner, so I'm gonna use this one here. And then let's see if I can have another strip from here. The edges of your dimensionals can be used as foam strips. And I have foam strips that we sell foam strips for just that purpose, but I didn't prepare them because I thought I had some here. So that's why we're improvising. And then I'm just gonna cut this. All right. There you go. Teflon scissors would be a great idea. Teresa says that they need to do Teflon scissors for us stamping up. I'm like, yes, yes. So the key to doing a shaker card is that when you put your foam strips, they have to, there shouldn't be any holes between them so that your shaker elements don't come out. This is not such a big problem in this card because my shaker elements are pretty big. So, because I'm gonna put the the bees. But you see how there's a little hole here? I'm just going to put a dimensional there. Oops, sorry. Like that. And that will do it. Okay. Foam strips, much easier to use than this. But anyway, I don't know what my neighbor upstairs is doing. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's like moving furniture, dropping things. It's so noisy. The pleasure of apartment living. And of course, before you adhere it, you have to put your elements. And let's do that. Joys of apartment living. All right. So what do we have here? So what I did is that I use the add-on dies that have this little, they're here. Okay. This little honeycomb, and it cuts this thin honeycomb, but the negatives are these panels that are like so hexagons, are so cute. So I put them as an added accent along with the bees. If I can get the bees or the accents or anything at all, it would be great. All right, here, more. I need another bee. I had another bee. Teresa, do you see another bee? Oh, there we go. Yes. All right, and look, they're all at the bottom. So I'm just going to grab, not too many, because what I find is that when they get underneath these, then they get too thick and then they get stuck. Always a good idea to have the add-ons for the paper pumpkin if you're a paper pumpkin subscriber. I like them, and they're one for 3 months, so you buy it once and it's good for 3 months of paper pumpkin because they coordinate with 3 months. So for these ones, what I did so they would travel better, instead of these, to give them a little weight, this is my little trick, and it seemed to work. I grab these champagne iridescent dots that are loose, and I put a tiny little one of the little ones, because I want them to travel well. So like one of the tiny little ones in the belly of behind. I'm just gonna do very little glue because I don't want it to get adhere to. So maybe it would be even better to use another embellishment that already has the glue on it rather than me having to do this. But that's what I did, and because it worked, I'm gonna do it again. So this will separate it from the cardstock and it will help it slide a little better. See? That's my little idea. So let's get another tiny one. Just a little bit of glue. Come on. I don't want to press too much because, all right, there we go. There. That's why it's handy to have the take your pick tool. Now we're going to turn it around and put this upside down, upside up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to do 5 of these and 2 bees. Oh, thank you, Teresa. I don't know, brilliant, but anyway, they slide a little bit better. Then we're gonna close it. I should have put more dimensionals before putting it, but I'm gonna lift it and put 4 dimensionals here. But this is it. See how they slide much better? All right. So I'm just gonna slip in some dimensionals here. I'm sure that you can do that instead of using the loose champagne dots with maybe like the tiny little pearls or something like that. That has like a little dome belly, not just a sequence. And there we go. There we go. Look how it's like woo, much faster. Anyway, and now we just put our sentiment. So I'm just grabbing tag, and the sentiment is gonna be sweetest with birthday wishes. Let me grab this block. Kind of risk it without the mat. It worked. Yay. Two dimensionals. I got half from cutting, so I'm gonna use the half in the middle from cutting the strip. And this time I think I'm gonna put the bow here because there's more room, I think. And I'm using the real one. Now that I found it. Right. Just gonna do a multiple loop. Bow. And just cutting and tying the knot in the middle. Usually works. But of course I'm on camera, so God knows. Yeah, I lost the... Okay, see, I lost the... Maybe a good idea would be to actually thread this like so. There we go. All right. That didn't look very good. All right. What happened here? Sorry that I'm not talking. I'm concentrating. Or trying to. I don't even know where the loop is. The right one? Okay. I wanted to start over, but anyway. I think if I play with it and make the loops bigger, it will work. Bigger or smaller. Now, this we want bigger. This we want bigger. I'm sorry, people. I'm having a hard time. I don't like this big loop. I don't know how to shorten it. Because I don't know which one it is. It's not this one. All right, you know what? I'm gonna do another one. All right, we'll do a simple one. No, we'll do it. That's what we're gonna do. We cut this in two. And instead of doing a triple loop like the other one, it will be a double loop. And that's it. Hi, Emma. So good that you made it. Okay, that's much easier, right? Now we trim the edges. And we could put that glue dot there. That I've misplaced. Here it was. All right. I think this is good enough. So it's not a triple bow like I did here. I honestly was trying to do the same. But I think this looks very nice and clean, which works too. All right. And when we have our, I don't know why this one is not moving so much. But anyway, we can make it move. 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 Oh, because he got the gold panel attached underneath. Yeah, so there we go. All right. So that's the other car, shaker car. And we're moving on because I have two more for you. And I know five is a lot to do, I know. But I was inspired and I didn't know which one to choose not to show you. And I'm like, I'm gonna show them all. And if you guys are tired, I understand. You can go. You can finish another day. But if you wanna hold on, I would love it. So this is my fourth car, is it? I think. Yeah. So I could have a piece of cardstock horizontally crushed curry, folded it at 5.5, and then as 2 3/4, and then I passed only this 2 3/4 part by the embossing machine with the beehive embossing folder that is retired, but it works very well with this set if you have it. But if not, you can use any for texture. Okay. So, and this is gonna be the base of our card, is the back of the daisy card that I was showing you before. Let me see if I can show it again. No, because I used it. Oh, but it's the part of this daisy card, the back. You see? So I'm gonna trim this to 4 by 5.25. And that's gonna be our inside layer. Sorry. You're gonna hear it here. Let me make some room again. There we go. And then this one is half of the other top card. You see? It's I'm gonna trim it so to take it well, maybe I won't trim it, maybe I'll just do this. Because this has the fold. But if we do this, that's fine. So I'm gonna cut this card base in half, and that's the card base from this other card that we have here. That I cut it in half. So I can make more cards. Because why not, right? So we're gonna cut this in half. So it's gonna be 2 3/4, I believe. Let me measure to see before I cut it, make sure I'm right. 2 3/4, yes. And you see, this will be, one will be to write your message, and the other one will be the front. But the important thing is that when you adhere it, the bottom one, you cannot see it through. So it covers, and when you open it, you reveal the message. And so it's important. We can adhere this one first, and then we can layer the other one as we go. And before I adhere it, I think I decorated with, oh, that's just a B that is cut with the other die that came in the add-on that matches this set. And then I have conveniently cut here. I cut it in black. And this is our 2-color cardstock. We were given some samples, not a whole thing, but we did make and takes on stage, and I got some extra samples of like a sheet. All right, so that's the inside. And for the outside, we are gonna stamp the big beehive panel. I'm gonna stamp off so you can see this message better, like we did in the other card. I think it's gonna work better. But so I'm stamping off, and now I'm stamping here on this side. It comes very strong, even though I stamped off. But anyway, it dries always a little lighter. And then we're gonna stamp, and this is my happy birthday, if I can find it. Where I had it? Here, right there. This is my happy birthday from Unbounded Love. And I'm gonna stamp it in Mossy Meadow. All right. And then we have the flower. Right there. And I put the beehive as well once we put it in later. And I had this ready, but I used already another one. So I'm gonna put the glue because I want this to go over the edge of the little card inset. You just have to be careful where you put your glue. So I can put the glue here, 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 and here on the bottom of the daisy. So the bottom of the daisy, and doesn't need that much glue. Just here, here, a little bit there. Oh, we said not there, Candy. Okay, I think that will do it. That was silly of me. All right, like so. So now the important part, as I said, is to cover the base. So we're gonna put glue on this side, and plenty of it because there's a lot of lifted cardstock there with the embossing. It's a 3D embossing folder, so it has a lot of texture. All right, I think we're fine. I don't know, this one is lifting so much. Anyway. And then just a little element there to give it a little bit more glitter. Shine, I would say. Not glitter, but a little bit of gold. And this is very thin because the paper is thin, so I don't need a lot of glue. But you don't want it to get stuck in the envelope either, right? So I'm just gonna put it right there. And we'll finish it up with some more of this gold dots, adhesive. I don't know what they say, texture. I don't see the texture in them, but anyway, I like them. So build one big like I did here in the hole, and a medium one there, and a small one here. All right, so that's card number 4. Who's up for one more? And it will be a fast one, I think. And I think it's my favorite. Card number 5 is this one. I love it. It's very rustic. I love it. Very much my style. And it uses just the back, like a thick white cardstock. Actually, I didn't use the thick, and I'll tell you why. Because there's 2 layers on the top and 2 layers on the bottom. So altogether it's 4 layers. So to make it a little less heavy, I use regular cardstock. And to begin with, we're gonna cut 1 inch from here. I think it's 1 inch. Yes. From the front. This will be a fast car, and I'll let you go on your night evening. All right. I didn't close my ink. Right, Deborah? That's my favorite too. You think they're all beautiful, Teresa? Thank you. But I'm with Deborah. If I have to pick one, I would pick this one. I love this one. It's simple. It's rustic. It's nice. All right. So we have the 4 layers. I'm using crumb cake. And this is now, I this is 4 1/4. I took one, so it's 3 1/4. So this is 3 by 5 1/4. And then I have the paper, and it comes from Country Woods. That's this distress wood panel that goes like this, and that is 2 3/4 by 5, I believe. Yes, just want to give you the right measurements, and the same is inside. The same. It's just that here we're gonna put a piece of white cardstock to write your messages. Oh, thank you, Deborah. I'm glad you like them all. I think that when you're making cards or something, even if you like one better than the other one, there's always one that is more suitable for the person you're gonna send it to. Even if it's not your favorite, and it's not because that person deserves the one that is not your favorite, but just because it's more suited to their personality, right? Yeah, that DSP, Teresa is saying the DSP is gorgeous. I love the Country Woods DSP. I don't know if it's continuing or not. I'm a little confused with what goes on the online and what doesn't go on online and what goes it's continuing. I don't know, but I really love this paper and I would buy more. I don't know if it's still available or not. I didn't check last time. All right, so I'm gonna do the inside as well, since I have it right here. As I said, this is gonna be a fast card. So we're gonna do the panel first. And then we're gonna put a smaller panel that's 2 1/2 by 4 3/4 to write your message. Personalize it. This is slipping. I don't know why. Probably doesn't have enough glue, Candy. All right. And then make sure that it doesn't show. Yes. And that's it. All right. And all we have to do now is to put our daisies hanging over the edge, like so. Just be careful doesn't come all outside, so it has to go like this. So we're gonna put the glue, and I should be using my silicone mat if it was handy, but it's not. So we're not gonna. Oh well. Well, that's what I have. My paper from on stage. I got a couple of sheets for the make and takes. Okay. Wanna center it? All right. Pretty, right? And then we have our sentiment. So what I did is, and I hope I do it fine now, I cut two. This is from the dies of Unbound Love as well. And what I did is I cut these center only, so I have just like the layering there, the oval. But I have to be careful. It has a perforated stuff, right? But you don't want to make it too irregular that looks choppy. And we're gonna have to adjust some areas. You see there's a little bit of the dots there seen there. And here. And same here. Okay, it's not too irregular. That's the important part. And once you put it there, nobody will notice because you want to see the dotted perforations of this. I'm just gonna trim this a little bit more and round it as much as I can. I mean, you could actually do it directly on your base, but I like the two color combination. And I think I'm gonna do it the message for a special person on a special day. That comes from Frame Florets. I like it because I wanted something that was vertical. But I think I'm gonna do it in green. And I hope I don't mess it up because I really don't want to have to fussy cut this again. All right. Perfect. Excellent. So now we're just gonna glue this here and I will have a frame around it. Oh, good. Thank you, Teresa. So Country Woods is continuing, and Nest of Winter, which is my other favorite paper, which I used earlier in my first card, is also continuing. Excellent. And Thoughtful Journey is nice too. So excellent that they're continuing. Thank you for, I have not paid enough attention to the catalog and everything. And now I wanted this to be like a frame art. So I have a piece of thread there. And I'm gonna put a piece of tear and tape right there, just to make sure that I can play with my thread. It's almost done. So I'm just gonna put one edge there and the other edge there. But if I need it longer, I can lift it. And I'm gonna pinch it because I want it to look like it's hanging. And maybe I want it more separate. So yeah, see, that's why I think it's useful to have the piece of tear and tape there, because it allows you to play with it. There. Oh, it moved too much. How is that? That looks fine, right? All right, so now that we have it where we want it, now we put one dimensional on top of each side, and now they won't move anymore. And then we put two more down there, and we adhere our sentiment. Center it there, and then we put a metallic stud there. This is from, oops, this is from adhesive bag metallic gems. And I'm gonna use, you can use whichever. Actually, I use the copper one of the big ones, because this doesn't have any gold, so I can use the copper. And if it doesn't adhere because you have already the thread going through it, just for extra, you can just put a glue dot right there and then stick it all down, and it will work better. Make sure that your linen thread is stretched as if it was hanging from the wall. And now to complete it, we're gonna put a little daisy there in the bottom. And I ran out of the little ones because there were only 3, and I've used them for 3 projects. So I'm gonna have to do that. And this time I'm not gonna curl it. I'm just gonna put it as is. There's already a lot of dimension in the car. I should honestly close my glue while I'm not using it, but I don't want to be opening and closing and opening and closing all the time when I'm live. But then it ends up drying a little bit, and that's why it takes a little bit of effort to get it out. But anyway, all right. So now we're done, people. 5 cards using the set, and I still have so much more inside of here that I can make. I can use the envelopes. I have card bases still. I wanted to do something in blues as well, more blues, because I've already done one. But anyway, let's recap, especially for the ones of you who were late to the game. Let's do this one. This card number 1. This is the last one. And then we have the fan fold, the other fan fold. Then we have the shaker card. And then we have the one with the diagonal triangle. Quite a bit, right? I cannot put them all on camera. There's way too many. Anyway, so I hope this inspires you to do things with your sets. And if you don't have the set, it inspires you to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, because it's fun. You get a surprise kit in the box, like not surprise, but like hinted. You don't know exactly what you're gonna get, but I mean, they usually don't disappoint. Okay. And I did tell you that I was gonna show you a couple of things, but I've already shown you the catalog and the new in colors. I'll show you something else. I'll show you quickly. I did, for my first time, I did a little bit of swapping, but just not that much swapping. So this is one of my swaps. I couldn't do much swapping because I couldn't create enough projects. So this was from, what is it? Stamping the World with Love, Rosalind Sue Smith, that's her name. And she made these little bags, and they came with a package of M&Ms and a little pin. I'm glad you like the cards, Teresa. And then these ones from Kim Pellis, and she used one of the suitcases that we had, boxes that we have, and made into an Easter treat. And then this one is from Sharon Stamping Studio. And I want to take it out of the package to avoid the glare. It's from Sharon Bremel. And look how fun. Cute, right? All monocolor. I like that. You can use any paper and anything. That's what I like about this card. And then finally, I also got this one from Lisa McGrew. And it's a great card for a first-time homeowner or not a first-time homeowner, like a new homeowner. And look, it has the little key. Isn't it cute? And the little pocket. I really like this. I want to use this fanful for something because it's a very cute one. All right, so I'll show you product another time because I think it's way too late already. And I don't have that much. And I'm expecting my order this week, so maybe for next week we'll do something fun with the new stuff. Okay, but I know what I want to show next week. I want to use the heirloom. What is it called? Heirloom notes or something like that. The new kit that we had, I love it. I was working with it this weekend finally, and I love it. So that's what we're gonna do next week probably, and maybe I'll show you some new product as well. Anyway, thank you so much for coming. I should have put the cards back on, not to end up in an empty screen. I hope you have a great week ahead of you, and I hope to see you next Sunday at 9. Okay? And I'm missing one. Which one am I missing? Of course, my favorite. Here it is. All right. All right, guys. Thank you again. See you next week. Bye bye.